I didn't die.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius.
In Cologne we had this conversation before.
So,
Your name is Galerius and you're about to offer to take me to the center so he can tell me about the golden rule.
oh, I guess how much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you.
No problem, I had to go.
Oh, and since you seem to be in a hurry, you should try out this device I made. Worked real hard on it.
A zipline handlebar. A rudimentary wooden zipline handlebar. Okay, thank you.
Just attach the pulley to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works, it'll be faster than walking.
If it works.
And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake. I haven't quite summoned the courage to test it myself. But don't worry, it's completely safe. Probably.
Thanks, I'm going now.
All right. See you around.
Or it was the guy that was armed in the bath did something stupid. Okay, so I can go from there to here. Okay. See what we have here. Oh, because it happened as soon as I crashed down. I just went up, walked up there to check, and I ended up on the roof there all of a sudden. So I was like, what? See what we have up here. Oh, come on, Clorio. Can't you just climb up this? Game. Hate when they limit where you can walk, then put up a proper wall or something. Huh.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
Fine, thanks.
Ah, another stoic, perhaps. We all need something to help us through times like these. We've all been where you are now. I remember when I first arrived. I used to lay awake at night contemplating the big questions. Why am I here? Is there a way out? What is the Golden Rule, and who or what is responsible for it? I still don't have any of the answers, I'm afraid. I don't think anybody does. But I'm happy to share with you what I've learned.
What's your story?
Here, in this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning the gardens. It's not quite how I expected my life to go. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed to a handsome young man from a prominent family. But long hours of menial labor for the good of the community has its own charms too, I suppose.
Nope, I'm not. How did you end up here?
Oh, much the same way as many of the others. When the fires came to Rome 7 months ago, my family and I fled for the Tiber, hoping to escape on a barge. We were among the fortunate ones with enough coins for passage, but unfortunately, there were a lot of desperate people, and they boarded before we could depart. A scuffle broke out, and I was pushed overboard. The last thing I remember was the water, rising up to hit my cheekbone. I woke up by the river, near that shrine.
I was a vampire, I would already been dead because of the sun. Sorry to hear that.
Oh, that's all right. I'm sure it's all part of God's plan for me.
God? What do you mean the gods?
Oh yes, of course. A slip of the tongue,
What about something else?
if you like.
No way out of here?
I'm afraid not. Although, I did once hear someone gossiping down at Aurelia's tavern about a possible way out. I don't put a lot of stock in such rumors, but if you're desperate and wealthy, you could look into it, I suppose. If that doesn't work, then I suppose we're all stuck here until the gods decide our fate.
Thanks, I'll look into it.
I hope it works out.
What do you think about the golden rule?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I think about those words a lot. I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbours as ourselves and do to them as we'd have them do to us, then we'll all be fine. But on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth, and that all of us are born with a tendency towards sin. And that's where I get stuck. Is it true? Are we born with a tendency towards sin?
I don't think so. I think people are fundamentally good.
You don't think that's a little naive? I suppose you've never seen what I've seen. Innocent men and women, torn apart in arenas while thousands of Romans look on and cheer.
I stand by what I said.
I wish I shared your faith.
You're a Christian.
Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but things are very difficult for us right now. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year, and our emperor decided to make us his scapegoats. There were executions. It was horrible.
Secret safe with me.
Oh, thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate that.
I'll be going
All
now.
right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Ulpius, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him.
So, all right, I'll talk to him.
Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
Ulpius, can we talk?
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire.
I was just going to ask you what was wrong.
I screwed up my life. That's what's wrong. I borrowed money, and when I couldn't pay it back, I wound up in debt bondage. I'll be stuck slaving away for that Culus Cumulatis Malleolus for the rest of my life. I am out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love, I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no! I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord. That poor lamb.
His suicide didn't break the golden rule. What does that mean?
Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the Golden Rule. So I guess that means whichever god is responsible for it. It isn't mine.
Not my fault.
That was not your fault. There's no way you could have given him what he wanted, moments after you arrived.
What happens now?
I'll have to let everyone know what happened.
I wonder if it was the
And I
last
guess
option I
Malleolus
should
will
have
to clean
taken.
up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor Ulpius.
Did he die though? Oh man, I'm tempted to jump down there though. Uh-oh, it's in peace. You see, somebody removed a plaque from here. I need to find it. Okay. It said follow him, so we might jump down there now. Yeah, it can be. Okay, we're going down after him. Whee!
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Magistrate, yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to be elected. And now... And now, I make this solemn...
Painted Greek vase, depicting some kind of battle.
Sintius told you it was forbidden. Yes, remember my first act. My first act as magistrate. I hereby announce the day.
Like, why pick up an ink jar?
Like
such weird.
I hereby announce the day of celebration for the Omnia. Yes.
Talk to that person in a second. I'm gonna look around first. These carrots are purple as they were before modern orange carrots were cultivated. Note from Julia. A suicide note. Julia to her captors Malleolus and Claudia, curse you to the depths. By the time you read this, I'll already be dead, because death is preferable to another day in death bondage to you. May vultures peck out your livers in Tartarus for all of eternity. Ulpius. Huh? Ulpius to his last love. My God watch over you. Please know that I held on as long as I could, but without you my life is meaningless. I only hope we meet again in Gan Eden. So she committed suicide first, and then he went after, pretty much, and wanted to do the same thing now. If you can find something about this guy before we talk to him, maybe. Hey! Small household shrine where ancient Romans offered daily prayers for protection. Yep, let's talk to this fella and see.
Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony 100 feet above? That was either extremely reckless or impressively clever. Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me?
What's your story?
I'm Malleolus, and if it wasn't for this interruption, I'd be practicing my victory speech for the election later today.
What will you do if you win?
I'm glad you asked. I'll finally restore freedom to this city, just as I've been promising. These good people have suffered long enough under Sentius's tyranny.
How will you do that?
By declaring there's no such thing as the Golden Rule. It's a children's fable exploited by Sentius to frighten us into submission. Wait, don't tell me you've fallen victim to that monstrous lie?
What makes you sure it's not real?
The person making a claim bears the onus of proving that claim. Can you do that? Can you prove the Golden Rule is real?
The Golden Rule is definitely real.
Nonsense! There's no way you can prove that. If it was real and you'd seen someone break it, then you'd be dead already.
Even if I can't prove it if I'm right, then accepting it will avert disaster. If I'm wrong, then accepting it will make the city a better place. Isn't that a good thing?
I disagree. I'll be guided by what is best for the city's people, and that means giving them the freedom to do as they wish.
What would it take to prove to you it's real? Books, notes?
Surely, you're not one of those people who believes everything you read. As if a lie could be transformed into the truth by the simple act of writing it down.
We're living the same day over and over again. The Golden Rule is broken each time.
What? Oh, I see what's happening here. Another poor, vulnerable
It's
soul
one of,
taken
you
in by
know,
Sentius's
you're like that, Clorian.
machinations. He won't get away with this much longer.
That was funny, though, in the beginning of the game. You can see nothing I say is going to convince you.
True, but that is simply because you are mistaken.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
You mean the children's fable exploited by Sentius to scare us all into doing what he wants?
What, do you know a way out of him?
I'm afraid not. We're stuck down here together, for better or worse. We're all going to have to make the best of it.
You know anything about Sentilla's disappearance?
Of course not. But as I always say, if Sentius can't protect his daughter, how can we trust him to protect the city?
What aren't you telling me?
Look, if you're trying to find her, you may wish to check the cisterns beneath this villa. Domitius says he saw a body there some weeks back. Of course, just to be clear, I take no responsibility for what happens.
I need a weapon before I can go down there. I want you to withdraw from the election.
Are you insane? You barge into my villa uninvited and then make outrageous demands? Why would I withdraw from an election I'm bound to win?
Because as soon as you win, you're going to break the Golden Rule.
Don't talk nonsense. There's no such thing as the Golden Rule.
You're going to arrest Sentius for treason and send him to death by gladiatorial combat.
How could you possibly know that?
Domitius told me. Okay, you're gonna lie.
Nonsense! This is nonsense! I don't know how you know about my plans, but I'm absolutely sure Sentius is involved somehow. And now, I'm going to enjoy watching Domitius kill him even more. Now, get out of here! You outstayed your very limited welcome.
You can't get in there.
Still here.
Yeah, I'm still here. Nothing you can do about it. Violence breaks the golden rule. I can't wait until I have a weapon. So many people gonna die now. Oh, how the heck do I get out of here now? Oh, is the front door open now, maybe?
Still here.
Yeah, how do we get out of here?
Still here. Still here.
Not me. Is that guy Coloria who's gonna break the rule? Can't jump out. This is interesting though, because there's no way out of here though for me. Can you unlock the door?
Still here. Get out of my villa before I have Domitius throw you out. Get out of my villa before I have Domitius.
Can't get out of your villa though, that's the problem. I'm stuck in here though. I'm supposed to jump out and commit we can't jump over either. Nope, you're not allowed to. You can jump. Why could I jump here but not over? And I can't get over there. Oh my.
Still here.
Nothing in here. Just thinking if there was a different way out. So it's like nothing we can do in here. Like I have to get him to throw me out.
Now you crossed the line. Get out of there. Get out of my villa before...
A little bit of a... Greek sculpture of a young boy's head.
Still here. Get...
Yeah, I would leave if I could leave, buddy.
Still here.
Unfortunately, I can't kill you.
Get out of my villa before...
Wish I could get him to throw me out, though. I'm gonna do it like this. Make a new save file. Just gonna see what happens. Okay, so you can't do that. I was hoping I could like jump over here and, you know, go to the next building. But it's an invisible wall there, so I can't jump that way. Even when I got out here, I couldn't go around the corner. Okay, I couldn't... This game makes no sense. I couldn't go there before. This is exactly what I tried before to do. It wouldn't let me.
Keep an eye out for
Isn't the
Santilla,
great
would you?
temple majestic?
What's this?
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
What's your story?
Oh my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from. I suppose it's quite charming in its own way. Usually, however, you wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy ask, "What is your story?"
Sorry, what should I have done?
The proper approach would be to arrange an introduction through a mutual acquaintance in high office, by which time you would already know how to address me. And then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity rather more indirectly. But to be honest, I've often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is. So, let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you like. It'll be a refreshing change.
How did you end up here?
You know, I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here?
Avoiding the answer. A young woman named Karen dragged me out of a river unconscious and sent me in here.
Karen, you say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you?
It's an older name, but not uncommon where I'm from.
Older. I see. I wonder if... No.
Come on. Get it out.
I apologize. I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just that you've got me thinking. Have you
Spit
spoken with
it
any
out.
of the others about
Slipknot.
how they arrived here too? I really think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember and see if you notice any patterns.
You're being a bit coy.
I know. I just don't want to see what happened to Livia happen to you too.
What happened to Livia?
Up until a few weeks ago, she was a perfectly productive member of our little community, darning clothes and cutting hair. She was always so chatty, always seeking out newcomers and asking them where they were from and how they wound up here. And then, about a month ago, she suddenly changed. She withdrew, stopped working and became despondent, started muttering to herself. Galerius and I visited her to see how we could help, but she just looked at us with this haunted stare, called us bloodless shadows, and told us we were ignorant of some pattern. Look, it could be unrelated. Perhaps she simply fell ill. Or, as Galerius suggested, the weight of the Golden Rule was too much for her. But there is a small chance that she learned something, saw a pattern nobody else saw, and that it broke her. I just don't want to see that happen to you. So be careful, will you?
I may have already noticed a pattern.
You have. Then what is it?
Some people mentioned a river.
Yes. I understand many of our friends were carried here by a river current. What else?
Some people mentioned memory lapses.
That's true. I know I wasn't entirely sure how I wound up here. What else?
Some people mention an encounter with a stranger on the riverbank.
Yes, I also had such an encounter. It's as I feared. I think I understand what poor Livia has been going through. You mentioned earlier, you met a young woman in the forest named Karen, yes?
That's right.
I see. And was this Karen, by any chance, wearing a hood?
He was wearing a hoodie. You have known that?
Because I've seen her before. There's something I think you should see. I think you'd better follow me to the baths.
Oh. Not safe in there. An assassin just arrived.
What? How could you know that? And why are you talking to me instead of doing something about it? Please, go and stop him, and come back to me once we're no longer in danger.
What the? First thing, we haven't been everywhere. Bottle? GF Scon Scavri Ex Offina Scavri Garden. What would you come up something about this? But crude and ceramic bowl full of urine. Perhaps it's saving it for something like bleaching clothes. Ew. What's up here? A fountain producing fresh water, which is coming from an aqueduct behind it. If water can enter the city via the aqueduct, perhaps there is also a way to escape through them. Colori has found some coin and he has snatched it instantly. Maybe there will be a way through here. But nope. Stop and have a little looks. There's a bowl. I'm locking myself in, don't try to follow me, nothing good will come out of it. Arrows. Looks like there should be a bow around here somewhere. Oh, the assassin. We have to go to the bath. Yep, let's do that now then. Sponge stick. A small stick with a sponge attached. This must be what the Romans used instead of toilet paper. It appears to be for communal use. Let's put this back in it. Oh my god. Oh. Communal public toilets. These holes must be designed for use with the sponge on a stick. Oh, gross. Always remember they're watching. Have fun with that, huh? Take a sponge that's 300 other people will be using.
Help! You have to do something! A man, you have to do something.
I'll get right on it.
Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere. I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over.
Do not go in there.
What? Why?
I have a bad feeling. Just trust me.
All right, fine. Come and find me in my bakery instead. Please be careful.
Wait, who are you?
Fabia, but now's not the time.
Warning, shrine may collapse at any moment. Greek statue of a woman. A Greek statue probably of the goddess to whom this temple is dedicated. Perhaps a local Greek resident knows more about her. Save. Yeah, looky what we found. Looting. Crumbling Greek sculpture of a woman. Clear this has been here a long time.
Visitor.
Sculpture of Greek general, his helmet pulled up off his head. Hello.
Welcome, welcome. May I ask your name?
I'm Clorio.
It's a sincere pleasure to meet you. Tell me, what brings you all the way down here?
I found this place by accident.
Then perhaps the fates brought you here to learn the secrets of this place. I will tell you everything I know, but first, a request. I've been living down here alone for many years, with nobody to talk to but myself. The one thing I long for above all else before I die is a good philosophical argument with somebody astute.
Okay, time to get your
Let us
argumentative side going here now, Gloria.
Have you deduced the name of the god responsible for the Golden Rule?
Not yet.
You have much to learn. It's best if you figure it out on your own. Come back once you've made progress.
I would really like you to tell me.
Then you should speak with your contemporaries in the city above. Ask them about their stories and see if you detect a pattern
Obviously it
of some
wasn't.
sort. It is best if you come to this realization for yourself. You would never believe me if I told you.
Greek lyre played by being strung with a plectrum. You have to go to that little place first.
Ah, you've returned.
No, I haven't. Oh, that's probably have to talk to him to get away from him, maybe. A large tub which has been converted into a rather eccentric bed.
Ah, you've returned.
No, I haven't returned. I think it's the point of going up here now. Maybe another path. Or is the path back up? Yeah. Go shortcut. Okay. Now we know there is something over here to do at a later point. And why can't I? Okay, let's see if that Greek fella around. We see somewhere else now. Sinner. Yeah. Why are you busy all of a sudden?
Hey, Virgil, how much would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Dacius, I'm not making you a bow.
But why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible.
Yeah, we know. Nope.
Nice to talk to you.
Didn't say anything there.
Salve.
Obvious the thief stole my purse and whoever wrote this did not get to finish.
Salve, stranger, and welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Dacius.
I need some silphium resin.
Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii.
How would I come up with 1,000 denarii?
That's hardly my concern. But if you get a job, work hard and save your coins, you should be able to afford it within, say, 5 years?
You price gouging over life-saving medicine. What is wrong with you?
Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid. Take it or leave it.
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Never mind.
You sure you're feeling all right? If you're hearing things, perhaps you should pay a visit to Lucretia's clinic. We don't want another Naevia on our hands.
What happened to Naevia?
She claimed the statues were whispering to her. Nobody else could hear it. Then she shut herself in the palace and we never heard from her again. But I digress. Do you want this silphium or not?
I don't have that kind of money.
Very well. Perhaps I can interest you in something within your budget?
What's your story?
You mean, how did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale.
Let's hear it.
All right. Well, you see, I'm in the business of procuring rare and precious objects liberated from the enemies of Rome. Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional slave, fetch a magnificent price in Roman high society. Had myself a nice little shop in Rome, just off the Forum. Lots of foot traffic and close to the docks. Good place to be when the fires broke out. See, about 7 months ago, half of Rome caught on fire. Everyone who couldn't get to an outer gate was running for the river, hoping to escape by barge. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most loyal slave girl, pretty young thing named Acantha, push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing for a stampede of people, turning back now and then to make sure she hasn't legged it with my valuables. But, to my surprise, we make it, and I see this barge loading up, and it's so full it's almost sinking. But the captain's happy to take my coin, so I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my chest and he says, "No, too heavy. The cart or the girl." So I did what anyone would have done.
You chose this card, didn't you?
Of course I chose the cart. I mean, I can always buy a new slave girl if I still have my money. So I put my hand on the cart, and I guess she realised what was happening because those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide. And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the Tiber.
You took her with you after all?
No, I dived in after it, of course. Aren't you paying attention? That was a bloody fortune. Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something, because everything went black. When I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank, not far from here, with nothing in the world but a single silver coin.
Yeah. Commiserations, huh?
Thank you, friend. But it turns out it might have been a stroke of good fortune, because this place is a veritable treasure trove. Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury of Rome. If I can just figure out how to get it out of here.
You know a way out of here?
I'm afraid not. If you're desperate, I did hear that Aurelia down at the tavern claims to know of a way out, but I'm not sure I trust her. Some people here are a little shady for my liking.
Thanks, I'll keep an eye out for them. What do you think about the golden rule then?
It's terrible for inflation is what it is. There's so much gold just lying around, it's practically worthless. At least down here. Of course, I have an idea for generating real wealth, but what I need is a bow. Just a simple composite bow. I've scoured this city from top to bottom with no luck. But if you happen to find one, bring it to me and we'll talk.
Doesn't the magistrate ban weapons?
Oh, well, technically yes, but that just means you'll need to be a little discreet.
Let's see what I can
Thank
do.
you, friend.
Any idea who's threatening Virgil?
I don't, I'm afraid. But I did overhear Fabia telling Georgius she saw something.
Who are you going to vote for?
Malleolus. I mean, Sentius couldn't even keep his daughter safe. What hope does he have of protecting us?
I would like you to vote for Sentius.
Not going to happen.
I'll be going
Very
now.
well. Another time.
So his stall is...
Shh, I'm hiding.
Okay, let's see about this then.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
Yes, I saw him worshipping in a small round shrine just inside the city, second building on your left.
Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now. But you'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
The evilness of Caloria. Just lying to send them to their deaths. Right? Well, technically you're not killing him. Right?
Curse you, cultist.
By order of Emperor Nero, all loyal sons of Rome are ordered to hunt and execute the arsonist and murderer Tiberius Quintius Crispus, a citizen from the Aventine district of Rome. He's about 40 to 50 years old. He is average height, average build, has dark hair, and has one green eye and one blue eye. He's typically clean shaven. He is known associate of cultists and suffers from delusions of grandeur. One. That's all you had on you?
Salve, you there? I'm sorry to trouble you, but I couldn't help but notice that fine bow you're carrying. No idea how you managed to get your hands on it, especially in the light of our dear old magistrate's ban, but I'm impressed. And before you ask, no, I wouldn't dream of trying to buy it from you. I have no use for a wooden bow myself. But I would like to propose a joint business venture of sorts.
Go on.
Tell me, do you have any idea how people here end up as golden statues?
The statues come to life and fire golden bows arrows at them.
And here I was thinking I was the only one to figure it out. In any case, supposedly, one or two of those arrows is enough to turn a full-grown man into gold. Now, of course, that is a travesty, a terrible, horrible waste of human life, which has to be stopped. And yet...
Oh boy, he wants us to get it, huh?
The tale told by that Greek fella Aesop, the goose that laid the golden egg. With the ability to transmute organic matter into gold, one could create infinite wealth. Use your imagination. Golden animals, insects, trees and plants. The Midas touch without the drawbacks. We are talking riches beyond imagining. And even if we were to split all those riches between the two of us, half of infinite wealth is still infinite. Interested?
I think the golden goose is meant to be a cautionary tale.
Look, I might have skimmed over that one, but don't be so pedantic. Are you interested or not?
So are you interested, Caloria, or are you grossly unethical? Go with that, sounds grossly unethical.
Oh, I'm not suggesting we use such a bow on people. There's no profit in breaking the golden rule.
In that case, go on.
Excellent. So the first question is, how do we get our hands on one of those golden bows? Now, I have a plan, but first, tell me, are you familiar with the story of the goddess Diana?
Not really.
No problem. Allow me to explain. Diana is our goddess of the hunt.
Well, we're going with it anyway, it seems like, no matter what I pick.
The one thing priests and poets agree on is that she carried with her a golden bow and a quiver of golden arrows. And it just so happens that there is a shrine of Diana in this very forum, with a prominent statue of the goddess herself. And would you like to guess what she's holding in her hand?
A golden bow.
Precisely. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent in that temple staring at it, trying to figure out how to retrieve it without breaking you-know-what.
Do you want me to steal it?
Oh, gods no! If you tried that, we'll be dead within moments, I'm sure. No, here's what I propose. You give your bow to me, I cover it in a thin layer of gold leaf, and we create a replica of a golden bow. Then you enter the shrine, extinguish the braziers, and under cover of darkness, swap out the fake for the original. It's not theft exactly, it's more of a trade. But make no mistake, this is a dangerous path, and there's no way of knowing where it will lead. But in my experience, all the best adventures begin with a risky first step. Now, you must have questions. Ask away.
But why can't I
Because
just take
the
it?
gods would see you, of course. Hence my proposal.
Why can't you do it yourself?
I'm more of an ideas man, whereas you're obviously the more resourceful and heroic type. I have
Aw.
complete confidence in you.
You consider you resourceful and heroic, Florian. Isn't that extremely dangerous?
When Prometheus stole fire from the gods and became a hero to all mankind, do you think he was worried about the danger?
Fair point.
So, are you in, partner?
I do it, but don't ever call me partner.
Wonderful. Now, if you'll hand over your bow, I can get started applying a layer of gold leaf. This is a quality weapon. Now, bear with me for a moment. And here we are, a gold leaf bow.
Big golden bow, a composite bow covered in gold leaf.
Now I've gone and unlocked the Shrine of Diana for you, so as quick as you can, head on inside. It's just at the end of the street on the left. May the gods not watch over you.
You took care of him?
He had a tragic accident in that shrine.
An accident? So, it's over? Oh God, it's such a relief. I really thought we were all going to die. I do have a question though.
That means you're gonna be up.
The one I was going to hide in. Did you?
Gonna be a long night for you
No,
then,
it was going
CJ.
to collapse.
Shrine, the one I was behind you. If I said yes, I would be admitting to murder.
I don't understand. Oh, I see. I should probably keep my big mouth shut then. Sorry. I promise, nobody else will ever know what you did. But I know. That was really clever. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Oh, speaking of which, welcome. I'm Fabia. Sorry I was a bit frantic before. Need anything?
Yeah, I can take a slice of bread. What's your story?
Oh, there's not much to tell. I mostly just bake bread and try to help out where I can.
So how did you end up here?
I suppose it all started about 8 months ago. I was living in Rome with my family when I got sick. Terrible timing. My pa had just arranged a husband for me, a fisherman's son. I was about to meet him for the first time when I came down with an awful fever. I spent the next week in bed. Pa paid priests to make offerings to Asclepius, a white rooster, then a goat. But nothing worked. In the end, they decided I'd do better outside the city. Clean air in the countryside would do me good, they said. But after about a day in a carriage on the Appian Way, I was getting worse, not better. I remember closing my eyes for a bit, and I guess I must have fell asleep, because when I opened them again, I was in a forest by a river. I suppose the driver took off with his fee and left me for dead. Can't say I blame him. I wouldn't have wanted to catch what I had either. Anyway, I went searching for help, stumbled across the trapdoor temple, and here I am.
That's odd. Most of the others were in Rome before they woke up in the forest, but you're saying you were a day's ride away?
Oh, yeah. I suppose you're right. Hadn't really thought about it. But the gods are mysterious and powerful. Who knows what their plans are for us?
Do you know a way out of here?
What? You've been here a few moments and you're desperate to get out already? Why not give the place a chance before you try to leave? Good people here. Galerius works hard on the farm so I can put food on our tables, and Lucretia tries to keep us healthy. My friend Georgius is always mending our clothes, and Virgil makes sure these old walls don't fall down around us. Well, he does his best. I'm just saying, there are worse places you could live out your days.
I don't belong here.
Well, I can tell from your funny accent you're not from around here, but that doesn't mean you don't belong, does it?
What do you think about the golden rule, then?
Oh, I try not to worry about it. I mean, if people are nice to each other, we won't have anything to worry about, will we?
I like your optimism.
Thanks. And I like your teeth. They're so white. And your clothes. Oh, I bet my friend Georgius would like to get a look at you. And I'm sure he'd love to chatter about the golden rule with you too. He'll be just across the forum in his shop.
Any ideas threatening Virgil?
Terrible shame, that is. Maybe this'll help. Late last night, I was cleaning my oven when I heard some noises outside. The forum's usually dead quiet at that hour, so I came out to see what was going on. To be honest, I thought maybe poor old Dooley had got out of his cell and was snooping around again. So I put my head out and saw someone in front of Virgil's shop. I couldn't tell who. It was too dark. I called out to them, but they just turned and ran off without a word. All I remember is they ran past a lit torch and the light glinted off something metallic. Armour, I think. So I suppose it could only be one of three people. Horatius, Domitius or Rufius. I hope that helps.
Thanks, that does help. I'll be going now.
All right. Thanks again for taking care of our problem. I won't forget it.
Let's see. Okay, let's save. Just in case this goes horribly bad. Roman man on his knees as if uttering a desperate prayer. Clearly it fell on deaf ears. God's stone statue of Diana, the ancient Roman goddess of the hunt, the moon, and the underworld.
Is that you, partner? Do you have the bow?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Just go ahead and slide it under the door for me and I'll unlock it for you.
Yeah, I shouldn't have trusted you.
And yet you did. And now, here we are. With me out here and you in there. Until you give me my bow.
Oh, is this not against the golden rule? You said you would split the riches between the two of us.
No, technically, I never said that. I said, if we were to split all those riches between the two of us, infinite wealth is still infinite. It's hardly my fault if you can't tell the difference between a hypothetical and a promise, now is it? Oh, I do love a good loophole.
How can I trust you after you double-crossed me like this?
You're just gonna have to take your chances, I'm afraid. The bow, now. And don't even think about giving me the fake one. I'll recognise my own handiwork.
Even if I gave it to you, you'd probably just leave me in here. Forget it.
I would reconsider my position quickly if I were you. I'm not sure if you noticed, but you're stuck in there with a hornet's nest, and they can be rather aggressive toward intruders. You know, some say it takes 27 hornet stings to kill a man, but I always wondered how anyone could have known that. Let's find out if they were right, shall we?
We shoot that one. I wonder if it will break something. Because this is what we're shooting with, it makes everything turn into gold, so... Are we gonna shoot the water or? Easy, get up. And let's see. Or climb the wall. If you shoot that, I don't think that's gonna work. What? You see us this way? Oh, we have to shoot the green stuff. Somebody tried to crawl through there and didn't go so well. Nevia's Journal, Volume 1.
My beloved Galatea, I write this so that one day, when we're finally together, you will understand what I've done and why I had to do it. The others will call me mad or a monster, but I don't care what they think. Everything I'm doing here, I'm doing for you. I'll start at the beginning. Soon after my arrival here, as I walked down a corridor lined with golden statues, I thought I heard a whisper behind me. A rasp of air, as if vocal cords of metal strained to say a word or two. I tried to dismiss the idea, tried to concentrate on my work as the city's medic, but that tortured whisper haunted me. Weeks later, in the hallway to the bathhouse, I heard it again and found myself drawn to the statue of a Roman woman wearing a stola. Her face was contorted with anguish and fear, and disturbingly, it was as if she was looking right at me. As I walked past her, I heard that strained whisper again, and turning back, I discovered that even though I had moved, she was still looking right into my soul. That was when it dawned on me. This was no statue. this was a woman trapped within that golden prison. Naturally, I told the others, but when I could not reproduce the results of my experiment, they would not believe me. But from that moment on, I knew the full horror of this place. Immobilized within these statues are living human beings. It was that day, my love, that my heart broke.
Okay. Okay, let's save, so we don't have to do that again. Huh? Why is the game making me continuously move now? Then I mean errors. Error? Okay, that's a little bit frightening. Getting an error message like that. One of Kalura's fans are coming running there. Heck, man. Yeah, exactly. That it sure was.
Thank you.
So if you shoot them in the head, they instantly turn. Okay. I wonder if you can stealth past them. More arrows. 21 points. Yeah, he does that too at times. I think it has like checkpoints, maybe. New save file. Pause. Trust that.
You're not supposed to be here.
Algae. Turn the algae to gold.
How did that one miss? Huh. I heard somebody. I don't know why it doesn't translate that one.
This way.
Oh. Here to go. I want to explore. There's nothing to explore. Oh, wait. Trying to hide a coin from us. Kick him. My opinion, it was trying to save at the same time as it did an autosave. I don't know. Might be something like that. You're in the way. Thank you. No. Seriously? Okay, that was gonna work, but okay. What? Did that one miss if I'm... Yeah, he says, but you never know. It might have been it, though. Why it's complained. It was a weird error to get them. You're welcome. Lay down. It's the thing, if you want them to go instantly start, you have to hit them in the head. If that would have made a difference. Oh, I should have done that and let him out there and then have used. Oh. I just did this wrong. Hey, away. My way, peasants. What the heck? To the palace doors? Okay.
My beloved Galatea, after I learned the terrible truth about the golden statues, I wandered the city as if in a nightmare. What must life be like for these poor souls, entombed in gold, but kept alive somehow? Trapped in their own personal Tartarus, consigned to eternal torment, too horrific for any sane mind to comprehend. I tried to offer them what small masses I could. I began to talk to them, to keep them company. I'd imagine backstories for them, give them names, and tell them of the world, of the histories and stories I'd learned as a child. As the others became more concerned by my charity, I sought solitude from them, preferring the company of my tormented charges. Discovering a way into the abandoned palace, I began to spend my days walking its halls and sharing with its occupants ancient tales, my mind turning to those of Apollo and Daphne, Perseus and Medusa, and Pygmalion and Galatea. Pygmalion, the sculptor who fell in love with a beautiful statue, and who, praying to Aphrodite for aid, discovered that his beloved Galatea had come to life. It was then that I heard you whisper to me, Galatea. Forgive me. I know that is not your real name, just one I have borrowed from a story. But when I turned to look at you, I saw the most exquisitely beautiful woman I have ever known. Your face, forever frozen in a look of haunting sadness. Our meeting gave me new purpose, to free you from your golden prison, so that I might one day hear you speak, not just whisper your true name to me. So I gathered tools for the long and difficult task ahead, barred the doors to this place, and set to work.
Looks like a cruel place. How is this place not breaking the golden rule then? Looks like this custom-made rack has been used to hold down golden statues and peel the golden layer from the roots. Go a little bit stealthy and see. Buy them. I'm gonna get shit. Oh, what the? Come on. Okay, I should have just but I was gonna be able to sneak by them. Oh no, I could have turned these to gold. Oh. So they wouldn't been able to come out. Learn that too late. Why can't I? Yeah, no. You have to hold the climb button. I was gonna be able to be sneaky and get past them, but no. What's in there? Hoping I could
kill me.
Can't.
on. Make it stop. Kill me.
I want to get the coins.
Help us.
Kill me.
Wonder if I can get the coins, run out and shoot that. I don't think so in time.
Help us.
Help you.
Make it stop.
A coin. What? That's actually hit exactly where you aim. But it was gonna be a bit of an arching flight, but nope. Let's pose. Okay, there was two separate parts.
My beloved Galatea, my attempts at freeing
Another
these
journal?
souls from their golden prisons have not been going to plan. My first charge was a Greek woman who I called Iodame after the Athenian turned to stone by Medusa. Drilling through the gold that encased her, I was vindicated by the discovery that beneath half an inch of gold, which is so rigid it must be some kind of alloy, was living flesh. Unfortunately, this golden alloy seems to have fused with her skin, so removing it exposed the sinew and muscle beneath and appeared to cause her great pain. At first, I braced myself, expecting that inflicting such pain would break the golden rule.
Money's in,
somehow
but I go for the gold money.
It seems whichever god is responsible for imprisoning these poor souls does not care about their suffering at all. They are forsaken. Undeterred, I pressed on, working late into the night, attempting to remove the golden layer that encased her as delicately as I could. Eventually, I was able to free most of her body, but when I released her from her restraints, Her first act was to lunge for my throat, clawing at me with all her strength and those sharp metal talons. This was my thanks for trying to save her. Whatever possessed Iodami to attack, she was clearly not a suitable subject for my experiment, and I was forced to lock her inside an isolated wing of the palace and bar the door. As I continued working on others, I could hear her flailing and launching herself at the other side endlessly. Regrettably, my other experiments bore similar results, and after relocating a few times, most of the palace is now too dangerous to work in. Still, as much as my heart aches to know that you're suffering, I cannot risk attempting to ungild you yet. Not until I have perfected a method that will bring you back to me, whole in both mind and body, and ensuring your humanity is preserved. I promise you this. One day we will be together, even if I have to free every last statue in this God's forsaken place. My beloved Galatea, my attempts at freeing these souls from their God.
You heard that one? Gonna walk into it. Oh, come on, what the heck? Potato aim? Guess I could have lured them more into it. Oh, come. Head, man, it says wiggling. Oh my god. Stopped aiming for the head so often. The head is like going all over the place. This apple looks fresh. Someone has been through here recently. Oh. Appears to be dead. Evidently his death didn't break the golden rule. Happy statue closer. Walk. Who are you? You must be Naivia.
And you must be the wretched snake who broke into my palace and disturbed my experiments. And worst of all, look at what you made me do to her. This never would have happened if you just stayed away. You're going to pay for that.
If you attack me, we'll both end up encased in gold.
And do you think I care about that? I don't care what happens to me, as long as you get what you deserve.
There's nothing to do with me.
Liar! I locked and barred the gate. I left a message warning you all to leave me alone. I just wanted to do my experiments in peace, for her. And now look at her. You made me turn the most beautiful woman I've ever seen into this. Look at her. She's in agony. All I wanted was to spend my last moments with her, to see her beautiful face, to hear her speak freely, instead of in those cryptic whispers. But as soon as I began my work, she stopped whispering to me. And now I discover she started whispering to you instead. What's so special about you?
Not just this statue whispering to me, a lot of them do it, but it's always the same voice.
What do you mean, the same voice?
Someone else is whispering to me through the statues.
Yes. I remember when they used to whisper to me. They did sound similar. I just thought it was because all voices sound the same when they whisper. But now that I think about it, they were all benevolent and seemed to share a common knowledge. But if these bodies are mere conduits for that one voice, then this body is nobody. And everything I've done here was... Wait, I see what you're doing. You're trying to steal her away from me.
Welcome back to the game.
Are you planning to wait until I've done all the hard work, then swoop in? Is that it?
Oh, I swear.
Liar! You tried to steal her away from me, and now look what you made me do. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't peel you too.
Ended up here by accident, all I want to do is leave.
What? What are you talking about?
Got trapped in tunnels under the city and came up inside the palace.
Wait. So you're saying you weren't coming for us?
Never had any intention of hurting you.
So I did all this. I ruined her. For nothing. What have I done? Oh God, I feel sick. I can't bear the thought of her being like this. And in so much pain. It's the air coming into contact with her flesh. It's agonizing for them. But the only way to fix it will be to break the golden rule and let it run its course. At least that way she'd be golden again, and we'd be together. All it would take is one little cut.
Wait, I can undo all of this if you tell me the treatment for rheumatism.
It's too late. There's nothing you can do. I have to do this. I'm sorry.
We can cover her in gold again.
What? How?
This golden bow is a weapon that encases people in gold.
Really? I'm not sure I believe you. But if you can undo this mess, I'll tell you what you need to know. But if you're lying to me, I'll break the golden rule and kill you and everyone else in this city. Understood?
Right, stand back.
You did it. You took away her pain. I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you. I swear I will never harm her again. I swear it.
Sure.
I'll stay here to keep her company. But these poor souls, what can be done for them? I've tried everything I can. I fear the only one capable of releasing them properly is whichever god doomed them in the first place. In any case, I must honor our bargain. The treatment for rheumatism is willow bark. I believe there's a pot of it already in the Shrine of Apollo. Now, please leave. The door here leads out onto the palace balcony. You should be able to make your way down from there.
Goodbye.
Go, and never return.
Okay, let's... Loading. Whee! So...
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called Silphium, but that Culus cumbulatus decius won't give it to me.
Oh yeah, I wish I could help.
It's too late. She just slipped away.
Open the chest. Should I come back later?
No, now it's fine. I can't afford to wallow here, and I need the distraction. What's on your mind?
Figure out how to treat rheumatism.
You made it into the palace. I'm impressed. How is Nevia?
She's alive, but she just wants to be left alone, and her treatment is willow bark.
Willowbark. I should have known. It was under my nose the whole time. That's very helpful. Thank you. If this works, it should settle Rufius down some. I have some right here. Could you do me a favor and give him some of this? He'll just need to swallow a pinch of it. I'm hoping it will avert disaster.
Alright, I can do that.
Thank you. I'm really glad you arrived when you did.
Okay.
Alright. Well, thanks again for helping remove the thorn from the lion's paw. The spirit of Androcles smiles upon you.
There's this trader at. Oh, do not do it, Dooley. It's dark in here.
Galerius? Horatius? Looking a bit troubled there.
Whatever's in that great temple up there on the bluff, I bet it's worth a fortune.
Don't be too hard on yourself. From what I hear, nobody saw it coming. Anyway, I thought you Stoics weren't supposed to worry about things you can't control.
Yeah, but...
About your rheumatism.
What business is that of yours?
You're out of treatment, eat a pinch of this willow bark and you should feel better in no time.
Willow bark?
Sounds like you're torturing yourself.
And this will work?
Leave that for the gods.
Oh,
try to relax.
Thank God.
Get some rest.
Finally, some relief. This is what I've been praying for. Maybe God hasn't abandoned me after all. Thank you. I've been in a lot of pain lately. The rheumatism, these cursed statues always watching, and the crisis of faith. It was too much. Started messing with my head. This is exactly what I needed to set it straight again. I owe you one.
What's your story?
Can't talk long. Got to stay sharp, but family's from Seleucia on Tigris, Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions. The 6th. The one they call Ironclads.
How did you end up here?
Not sure. I was fighting with the 6th against Parthians in the east. Only my whole body was aching every time I took a swing of my gladius. It was the rheumatism. Relentless. Unending. Of course, I wasn't going to get any sympathy from my commander. So I started thinking, what if, in the next battle, I just didn't try as hard, you know? What if I let my guard down just long enough? Next battle came, and all I remember is this bloody great savage coming toward me. And I just loosened my grip, and then nothing. I woke up by the river. Some strange man in an eagle headdress had fished me out. Kamut Tabal, I think he called himself. Then I found this place, and that's it.
That's odd. Most of the others were in Rome before they woke up in the forest, but you're saying you were in the east?
Are you calling me a liar? I've just opened up to you, and you're doubting me to my face? I won't make that mistake again.
Huh.
I have nothing to say to you, Kaput Mada.
Oops.
Ah, you're here. I'm so glad you decided to visit. I'm Aurelia, and I hope I'm not being too forward, but the moment I laid eyes on you, I was intrigued. You're not like any Roman man I've ever seen. You seem so refined, so civilized.
You're as charming as you're beautiful.
Ugh, coming on a bit strong, don't you think?
What? You came on to me.
I take back what I said. Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing anymore. Let's just forget that ever happened, so we can at least do business. So, what brings you to my tavern?
You are too strong, huh? What's your story?
Ugh, let it go. Nothing's going to happen between us.
You know a way out of here?
You know, normally, I'd expect you to buy me a drink before asking if I want to get out of here.
That's good, but seriously, do you know a way out?
Straight to business, huh? Well, I can work with that. As a matter of fact, I do know a way out. I'm happy to tell you all about it, but this is valuable information we're talking about, and I don't just give it out like some cheap oracle. So, how badly do you want it? Is it worth, say, 1,000 denarii to you?
You have a way out, why haven't you used it yourself?
Simple. It's a one-way trip, and I'm not ready to go just yet. I like my life here. One day, maybe, but not now.
You kind of unethical to keep all these people trapped in here knowing there's a way out?
I think of it this way. I have something of value, and I'm willing to share it for a price. That's not unethical. That's just good business. Now, do you want it or not?
Tell me more about what I would be buying.
Well, I can't tell you too much, or you'd figure it out for yourself. But I promise you, you'll never have to spend another hour in this city ever again.
How do I know this isn't a scam?
If I took your money without giving you what I promised, I'd be breaking the golden rule, wouldn't I? And I have no interest in doing that.
I passed.
What's the matter? Can't afford it? Well, perhaps you could take out a loan. I understand Malleolus has lent money to others, on occasion.
What do you think about the golden rule?
I just try not to think about it. Drink helps with that. As the saying goes, to drink is human, so we drink.
Got any interesting gossip?
Certainly. For 10 denarii.
Okay, here's 10 denarii.
Have you met Livia? She used to do my hair, until one day she just snapped. This place has that effect on people. Now, she just stands around, caked in filth, muttering nonsense to herself. It's a real shame. Now I have to do my own hair.
Okay. Nothing else?
Whatever you like.
Oh no.
All right. See ya.
Okay, so she has a way out, but she wants 1,000.
Salve.
Citizen.
This little asshole.
Oh, hello there, partner. I'm glad you're here. I think there might have been some confusion about my little practical joke earlier. You see, my plan was to give you a little fright. You know, like two friends joking around at the Saturnalia, and then, surprise, I'd open the door. But when I opened it, you were gone.
I don't believe you.
Partner, I swear, this is just a misunderstanding. Look, why don't you keep our bow as compensation?
You mean my bow? Don't worry, I'm keeping it.
Fine, fine. It's a credit to you that you're able to see the humour in all of this. Now, can I help you with something?
I need some Sylphian resin.
Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii.
How about I just take it instead?
Well, if you did that, you'd break the golden rule, and we'd share the same fate as the last lot who lived here. Is that what you want?
Is that what you want? If not, hand them over now.
Do you think I don't know a bluff when I see one? Nice try.
Well, let's take
Well,
it.
if you did that, you'd break the golden rule.
You don't know that for sure. I'll take my chances.
Don't you dare.
Does he have a key up here somewhere?
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Metal dice started designed to stop people from cheating when rolling dice. Clearly, cheating must be a problem among the Romans. I don't have a key around. Large wooden beer keg with built-in cup holders.
Cerberus lifts his triple head.
Citizen.
On your best behavior, I trust.
Ah, it's you again.
Livia.
Hope you're settling in, friend.
Stop muttering
Now,
like Medea
what's on
over
your
a
mind?
cauldron. You'll scare away my customers.
What's your story?
Well, it's a long one and kind of sad, but I don't mind telling it.
This
I have time.
I'm a
You're in a
farmer.
world of your
Always
own,
have
aren't
been. I grew up in a small village in Britannia, Camulodunum, with my parents and two little sisters. Lovely part of the world. One day, when I was about 20, my father and I were in the top paddock, loading our cart, when some Roman legionaries came along, demanding produce for their men. My father told me to run into the house for his axe, and so I did. He sprinted so fast I almost threw up, but by the time I got back, he was bleeding out on the ground, and our cart was empty. That was my first encounter with the legions. My mother died of a broken heart soon after, and things went downhill from there. I took over the farmstead, but I was young, and it was a struggle. More raiding started before too long. We'd come outside in the morning to find animals missing, our stores pillaged. These Legion thugs just took whatever they wanted. One night, when my sisters and I had nothing left to steal, there was a knock at the door. I knew who they were, and what they wanted. I got my father's old axe, pulled the door open real quick, and before that soldier knew it, split his face right down the middle. But there were more of them. I never saw how many, because the next thing I knew, I was waking up with a mouth full of dirt and lungs full of smoke. My home was reduced to ash. My sisters, dead. And they left me alive to see what they'd done. Still burns whenever I think about it.
Want to hear about that?
Yeah, well, I wasn't the only one this happened to. It wasn't long before Boudica led thousands of Britons in a rebellion against the Romans. Unfortunately, there were just too many of them. And those of us who survived, they enslaved. So, then I found myself being transported all the way to Rome to be sold to the highest bidder. I spent a few years working for my new master, learning the Romans' ways, Romanized my name and everything. Tried to escape a couple of times, but they always found me, and I'd just end up right back where I was. I'd probably still be there too, if it wasn't for the stampedes breaking out. You see, about 7 months ago, an enormous fire broke out in Rome. Everybody was running down toward the river, screaming and shouting. I'd never seen anything like it. Human beings acting like cattle. I got swept up with them somehow, and the rest is a blur. The next thing I knew, some stranger was dragging me out of a river. Stumbled across this place, and I started my life over again.
I'm glad things worked out in the end.
That's what I thought too, for a while. But it seems the gods aren't done tormenting me yet. See, I finally had my own farm again, safe from the grasping hands of the Romans. Or so I thought. Until Sentius the Decurion demanded I hand over all my produce. It's for the good of us all, he says. Only he takes the best bits for himself, of course. He even told me if I refuse his demands, I'll break the golden rule. I'm not sure I believe him, but then, what if he's right? So, it turns out our dear old magistrate is no better than the Legion thugs who took everything from me. I'm right back where I began. But don't you worry, Nemesis is waiting, and he'll get his. One day. He'll get his. Forget I said that last part, will you? I get carried away sometimes.
You will see.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
Do you know a way out of here?
Well, as much as I'd love to get out of here, the harvest's always more fruitful in another man's field, isn't it? But Scintilla, Sentius's daughter, went missing a few weeks back. Could be she found a way out. If anyone knows for sure, it'll be her sister, Sentia. But she'd never tell the likes of me.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
Oh, I don't give it much thought these days. I mean, everybody here's got their own view about what we need to do to survive. But I say, let's spend less time arguing about what it means to be good and just get on with it, you know?
What do you think about the election?
I can't see how I could vote for either candidate. I don't like Sentius much, but Malleolus is almost as bad. Even I could do a better job. Me, a farmer. And I've never given a speech or put on a toga in my life.
What about running for magistrate yourself?
I've bounced the idea around once or twice, mainly as a way of getting Dooley set free. God knows Sentius is never going to do it. But from what I hear, Malleolus has the election stitched up. Nobody's going to take him on and win. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, he talks a lot about freedom, so I'm hoping if he's elected, he'll release Dooley from his cell. That's good enough for me.
Why is Dooley in the cell?
Because Sentius put him there. Poor Dooley was just wandering around looking for some imaginary treasure. Now a magistrate accused him of being a thief.
Let's stop Malleolus for a free drink at my tavern.
Ixion turns.
Oops. Shit. Okay, so we're gonna have to get ready to get out of here, I think. Check something. But how do I get my... Why can't I get my bow out? Yeah. Oh, I have to wait for... okay. Maybe I have to wait for that to happen now. Oh. Let's do a... okay. Maybe I can shoot when these statues come alive. to find Ulpius somehow too. We need like a lockpick or something, probably for that one. Shows. And they're all at the voting thing now, so there's nothing I can really do. Never had any problem with that when I played that one. Yeah, we could always go down here. Okay, so we've got 1692, huh? Is that lesson gonna be done sometime today, or? Okay. Nothing happened there.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Nope. Can't use the bow. Come on, what is this bullshit though?